Hello everybody and welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys 5 unkillable money making methods in Hypixel Skyblock. These methods will never die and you'll be able to make consistent amounts of money with each of the methods shown in this video, and if you do some of these methods you can actually make tons of money. Like you see right there, 84 mil. You can make up to that and more using these methods. Some of these methods are passive and some of these can make you upfront dividends. So yeah, with that out of the way, let's begin. So the first way you can make a ton of money, and this method will never die, is setting up a ton of clay or snow minions. Depending on what XP you need, whether you want fishing XP or you want mining XP, these minions will be able to help you out in getting that XP and money. These clay minions in this setup right here can make anywhere, if you have 27 of them on average. I only have 24 because I haven't bothered to replace the other 3 yet because I had snow minions, but it's a whole other deal. These minions, 27 of them on average, can make you 1.7 mil. Now, what is the setup required to get this? Well, basically, you just need to get minion slots, which is already a point of progression, so it's in the way of getting this anyways, so it's not terribly hard to get. You need 24 to 27 tier 11 clay minions because tier 11s are the fastest. There is no tier 12 minion at this current moment. If there is tier 12, get that one because it will be able to make you more money unless it is stupidly expensive or unreasonable. You need, if you want to do this on the cheap, you can buy any bucket, or you can buy 25% buckets, but if you want to go with 35% because those are faster, you can. You want a diamond spreading because that's actually where you'll make a ton of money from, and you want a super compactor which will compact all these. You can either grind the buckets, diamond spreadings, and super compactors, or you can buy them. You know, that's what I did as well. And if you use snow minions, I only said clay, but snow can actually make you around 2.1 million coins per day, and it can give you a ton of mining XP, which can be useful if you're trying to go for mining 50. I'm only mining 32 at the moment, but these minions, they'll help me out because they also give you enchanted diamonds, and so there's like 5k mining XP per stack, and a ton of minions you can get like 100, 200,000 XP per collect, or if you're using snow minions, you'll get like 100, 200k every day just by collecting your minions. And that is one way to make easy passive income, and this method once again will never die unless, with all these methods in the video, the admins interfere and change something. But more than likely this setup has been working for 3 years, and I don't see why the admins would change this now, as this is a great way to make easy money, and this method will never die because there's no markets involved in using these methods. But anyways, now let's move on to method number 2. This next method, which is a bizarre method that you can use, it varies, and you can actually use any item in the bazaar for this flip. It just depends on the margins for these items. But what the idea behind this flip is you want to try and sell high bulk items that will sell pretty quickly. So this flip is enchanted craft flipping. So what you want to do with this flip is you want to find an item that has a good margin, like iron, for example. Since iron, it has a really good margin right now. It sells for high rates. It's actually going for quite high right now. But what you can do is you can create a buy order for 160 iron, as that is what it requires. I don't have that money. That is actually kind of embarrassing. I just have it in my bank. I should have carried that around. But you want to go ahead and set up a buy order, like example for iron, since it's got some good margins. You can buy it for 2,480 coins. Look how fast that filled really quick. And then you can I'll just go ahead and claim this, but you can go ahead and take this iron, and then you can make it into an enchanted ingot. And then if you go back to the bazaar, you can set up a sell offer for like 100 more coins. And if you do that in high amounts with items that have a high enough margin, you will be able to make tons of coins. And when I say tons, I mean a lot of coins. I only made 100 coins in that flip, but if you chose the right item at the right time, you can make like it's not even describable. You can make 4 to 5 mil a flip, you can make 50 mil a flip, you can make 100 mil. There's really no limit to how much you can make on this, and if you don't want to flip enchanted items, or the item you're flipping doesn't have an enchanted form, just the next best form will do fine. So, and the best part about this method is, for the most part, most of the good flips only require a little bit of gameplay. All you need is bazaar access, which is really easy, and for easier flips, like early game flips, like what I just showed, you only need certain collections to even get them, and for some of them, like the higher end flips, they already had the collections unlocked because they're not collection locked. So that's why this method is really good, is because anybody can get into it anytime, whether you're earliest of the early game, or you're at the very end of Skyblock. This method will work great for you. The next method that I'm going to do is actually gemstone flipping. So this one is a bazaar to NPC sell idea here, but the flip is basically to go into the gemstone and try and find gemstones that you can buy for less than like 240 coins. Now obviously some of these are not, but I think this one would work right here. And then you buy one of these, and if you can get it for less than 240 coins, you can sell it back to the NPC to make money. And if you flip those in high amounts, you can actually make a ton of money, and we all like money. So if you can flip high amounts of gems, especially if you can get some of these, like these will always fluctuate. You don't want to be flipping these, you want to be flipping the either floods, or if you can get up here in some of these for cheap amounts, you can actually flip these to the NPC and make a ton of money if you can set up a ton of buy orders and be as efficient as possible. And that's, once again, a money making that will never die, as there are multiple amounts of different gems, so it can vary unless they do more duping. So it's kind of unstable, but for the moment it's unkillable, because these really should never die. I mean, they're so cheap anyways that the price could maybe drop 100 coins, but these will always have a bottoming out point, and that's what makes a method unkillable, is because the NPC sell price is basically what dictates the entire sell price of that item on the bazaar. So people will try and stay a little bit above the margin of the bazaar, but usually most prices for items will never go below a certain amount, because flippers will make sure that they don't do that, because if it bottoms out to the NPC, then it's not worth the flip. So yeah. Another easy flip that you can do that is also kind of unkillable is the wolf teeth flip. Now, wolf teeth are actually fairly useful because you can make tons of them, and then you can actually make tons of them, and people need them all the time because they're trying to craft, you know, overfluxes, plasma fluxes, stuff like that. So the idea is that you try and buy yourself 3,840 wolf teeth and 960 enchanted gold, which enchanted gold is fairly cheap. The wolf teeth will be fairly cheap. And then what you can do is craft those together. Now, you'll need a bit of Wolf Slayer to do this. I think you'll need Wolf Slayer level 3, which you can easily get by just going over to the castle and killing things, and then you come down here to Maddox if you've never played the game before, start a Slayer quest for Sven's, and then you would go over to there, kill the wolves, do the bosses, and then once you've got Wolf Slayer level 3, you can come back over here and do this flip. So you want to buy the amount that I said for teeth and gold, craft the gold, craft the teeth into golden teeth, or golden tooths, and then you sell them, and depending on the price, you can actually make 3 to 500k every flip. Now, if you increase the value of these flips and you do them a lot more, you can make a solid ton of money just by doing that flip. It's super easy, and it's a very simple crafting recipe, and it doesn't take too much time to set up. So yeah, fairly simple flip. So the second to last flip I want to show in this video is the whale bait flip. Now, this flip is extremely profitable when a marina is about to come around. So if you can kind of predict, obviously there is not going to be a marina in this event, but if you can kind of predict when the last time there was a marina, you can maybe take advantage of the market craft a ton of whale bait, spend like 10-20 mil on whale bait, and your investment will be doubled. You can make 40 mil on just sitting on flips. You have to be really patient with this flip. But basically, the idea is you want to craft whale bait. So what you need for this flip is you're going to need 2,000 raw salmon, 10,000 raw fish, 6,000 prismarine crystals, 18,000 gold ingots, and 2,000 ink sacs. Now this sounds like a lot of stuff and a lot of money. Realistically, it's about 1.4 mil depending on the prices, but yeah. So anyways, what you want to do is you want to head into the bazaar. Oh wait, what happened? Oh my god, pot just ran out. Well, anyways, you want to head into the bazaar, and you want to go ahead and buy out all these materials. And once you have them bought, you want to craft yourself first. You want to make fish bait, which is right here, by combining salmon, raw salmon, and raw fish. Then you want to make dark bait with the raw fish and ink sacs. And then you want to craft light bait, which is right next to this, with raw fish and crystals. And then you want to craft blessed bait. Once you have all the baits from those, then you can craft it into whale bait. And whale bait usually sells for around, let me check real quick, 1.2k. But during a marina event, people are fishing a lot, and they want the absolute best bait that they can get, because you can get so many RNG drops and other things from fishing during marina, especially when you can get shark teeth, which can sell up in the millions. So people want the bait. They want the best bait they can. So during marina, the whale bait price is going to skyrocket. And if it skyrockets to 2,400, you've doubled your money. If it skyrockets to 3,600, you've tripled your money. If it skyrockets to 4.8k per bait, you've quadrupled your money. It just depends on how many people are playing in that marina, but you can easily double or triple your money during a marina. And these flips actually are useful during marina as well, which means you can make more money. But if you can buy the materials now, wait for a marina, and store these on your island, you'll be able to make absolute tons of money. So yeah, this one is quite a long one, and you have to be somewhat patient. But if you want to insta sell it, you can make sometimes up to 1 mil a flip, but this would be the type of flip that I would do and have a ton of the bait on my island just sitting and waiting for a marina to come around, and then once she does come around, sell it then. You will make the most money and during the time where it is needed the most. It's like supply and demand. If the supply is got a lot in the market, then it's not really needed. But if the demand is a lot, like during a marina, it's going to be needed, and then your stash is going to be worth way more than if you just insta sold it in that moment. Anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. Hopefully you did enjoy this video, and also hopefully you learned something about some money making methods. These methods should never die, because there's either a considering factor like selling to the NPC, which has a fixed price, or a bottom out point like with the gemstones, or there's some sort of event that factors in, like with the whale bait flip, that will make sure that this method never dies and that you're able to make consistent amounts of money during all this. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next money making method video. Goodbye, everybody.